on Tuesday. Before heading to work, I stopped by the local surplus electronics store, and I had already looked at this one, and I made up my mind and decided to check on the price. It was $75 and clearly had a label that it didn't power up. I offered $60 and it was okay, and connected it didn't turn on for sure. And so I downloaded the service manual, and so what I did was to check for the troubleshooting section, and nothing run, no fan, no nothing. It was pretty much what it looked like a dead unit. Still may be dead, but nonetheless had no power. So I checked power to this terminal here, and I had 120, so that told me that this board, which has a name, is okay. There was nothing wrong with the filter. Power here, and so the next step was to check for power per the service manual to all of these terminals right there, all of these ones. If there was power here, then I needed to check some other board. So if there's power with the secondary, if the secondary voltages there are per the service manual, then the next step will be to do a I think it's back panel check procedure, something like that. Well, for the kicks of it, I decided to do a more thorough inspection. And this is, so I decided to do, instead of doing the back plane troubleshooting procedure, first to do just a visual inspection of this board, which I think it's the back plane board. And I noticed a lot of few things that I'm not quite sure they're normal, but a bunch of caps, and maybe those are resistors, are not the same. They're not in the same condition as maybe some of like these ones. All of them in this section, they're clean and the colors are fine, no rust, no nothing. But there are some others, like for example this one right there. That looks like with a lot of oxidation right there. And then that one, for example, that I see. And as you look right there, you're gonna see that these other components are not necessarily in their best shape. A lot of oxidation, and this one here looked bad. So there are few suboptimal things. There's a missing one there, but all of these, there's oxidation pretty visible. These ones, they don't look good. They really look like they went through their best of times. Um, so I think that's definitely the reason why nothing works. Now, this is definitely a lot more that I can chew. I'm not afraid of working on this. $60 is a learning experience. I mean, I don't think I can pay for this kind of learning. Uh, I can't learn anywhere else for $60 what I'm learning here. So, but I feel like giving it a try and learning how to unsolder and figuring out what kind of components are those and try to replace them. If nothing else, it's a good experience. So instead of going through the troubleshooting procedure for the backplane, I think those things need to be addressed first. I should have inspected more carefully the on the condition of the circuit board to the component level and noticing all of these problems and oxidation would have signaled that this was probably not even worth spending $60. Um, I can part it out, put it on eBay, and just recover my cost, which might be helpful, or maybe just uh, keep it to just to for future use. You never know what's gonna come in handy out of this uh, unit. Well, this is part one. Perhaps this is gonna be a part two, and that's it. But at least it's my experience in getting into electronics and chewing more that I can chew, or actually taking more of what I can chew and spending more on what I should have. So if you have any ideas, thoughts, suggestions, what would be best for me to do with this, by all means, please let me know. I'll love to hear those. And thanks for watching.